Welcome to... It's not another episode of The Guardians Strike Back. This is just me, Josh from thelootcave.com, talking about how I record this show. So I do this entirely on the Xbox One. And what you probably just saw was me sitting there in silence, waiting for everything to catch up, because when I start, I can see that little screen over here showing me what's going on Twitch, that it's either lagging or it's not quite caught up, so I don't start the show immediately. I wait, and I'll even go and pull up the tweet that goes out automatically from Twitch when I start, and hit play on that just to make sure that everything's looking good. So that's the first thing, just to make sure it's looking good. Now, I record the Guardian Strike Back, like I said, completely on the Xbox One. So there's a few things you have to do in order to make this work. And I learned this little trick from Cosmo, at Cosmo23 on Twitter. He's the guy in charge of the Destiny Reddit, so make sure to go follow him on Twitter. He's an awesome dude. He's part of the TTL clan. So anyway, first thing is I go into the menu and I go to voice, and as you can see, you've got some different output options. Now, if you do blended, what you're going to hear is you're going to hear your guest coming in the chat channel and also coming out of your speakers. Now, the very first episode I did blended so that I could hear them clearly, and then, you guys could hear them. It didn't work very well. So I went out and I bought a pair of these Microsoft, the Xbox One headset. They are not very expensive. So I'm playing on my Twitter also there. So they aren't very much, like $50. And what that allows me to do is when I go and do these shows, or I want to hear the people that I'm playing with, I set it on speakers only. Now, I don't think this works on every game. The game has to offer these output settings. So it may be limited to Destiny. I'm not sure. Other games may do it. So I'll set it to speakers only, and then I can hear my guests. Now, if you've watched any episodes, you know that we typically start down in the middle of the strike, and the reason for that is when you start a strike, there's a bunch of talking, and they can basically interrupt my guests, and that's not cool. So we start when we get down there. So Dinklebot's done talking, Nathan Fillion or whoever else is going to give us the spiel on the strike we've done a billionth time. They're done talking, and we can just start. You'll probably also notice that I hang back quite a bit from the people I'm interviewing, and the reason for that is the audio is better. If you're close to the people you're interviewing and they're moving around, if they're only on the right side, you'll only hear them on the right channel, and if they're on the left, you'll only hear them on left. So the reason I stick back is once they get out of my proximity, they come through both speakers that way. Now, if you wanted to do something like Guardians Tower Talk or whatever, and you just sat in the tower and you sat in a circle, it would work just fine. So again, just make sure you're back a little bit, and your audio will be great. So that's basically how I record this show. Hopefully that helps. If you have any other questions, just hit me up in the comments. Thanks for watching, and make sure to check out thelootcave.com.